Hello once again, I am Villainous One. Just wanted to introduce a little recurring theme, I guess you want to call it. Because to me, this is perfect for a YouTube series. This is what I call the Haters Club. I got this idea from a Chappelle Show skit about 10 years ago called the Player Haters Ball, where these guys would just get together and hate on each other and hate on everything else. And I view the internet as a whole as one giant vat of hatred, especially in the comment section. It's like on YouTube. How about that? So, the first entry in this series is going to be about something that is close to me because I play video games a lot, and this is about Nintendo. Now, probably heard, Nintendo had a pretty disappointing 2013 because of slow Wii U sales. So a lot of people have been jumping on Nintendo saying, oh, they suck, they're no good. They should just stop making consoles together and just make games. That's all they should be doing. Make them for Sony and Microsoft because they're so much better. Look, I got nothing against the Xbox or the PlayStation, but let's calm down, alright? They're not perfect, alright? Remember when Microsoft was announcing the Xbox One and they were basically going to screw you over every which way they could? Yeah, they're not perfect, and Sony has their own problems too. They've been hacked several times, but let's focus on Nintendo. People have been wanting Nintendo to fail basically since the GameCube, saying, oh, it's not graphically good, it doesn't have as many games, it doesn't have this and that. Look, graphics don't make a game, alright? I'll give you a perfect example. Punch-Out on the Wii. Cartoonish graphics? Yes, but it had great music, great sound, great characters. It was a fun game. And that's what's important. Having a fun game. So, are Nintendo games fun? Yes. Is the system plagued with bad marketing? Yeah, it is. Now, my biggest problem I had and have right now with Nintendo is the regional locks. I'm not a fan of regional locks. Sometimes you have really cool games coming out in Japan, but you can't play them in America, and sometimes you can't play them in Europe. Yeah, that's a bad thing. But I still enjoy Nintendo's consoles as much, maybe a little bit more than Xbox or PlayStation. Now, I have a Wii U, had a Wii, I have a PS3, had a PS2, have a Xbox 360. Let's focus on Nintendo right now because they have just been getting an onslaught of hate. Look, just because they have one flop does not mean that the system is going to drag Nintendo down. They have plenty of money to stay afloat. Hell, the Virtual Boy was a gigantic flop. And look what happened. They came out with the N64 and that system was sweet. Then you had the GameCube come out and people were saying, oh, Nintendo's done, they suck, they're no good. And then what happened? It came out with the Wii and dominated for years. And people were saying, oh, the Wii's motion control so gimmicky, they're so bad. Yeah, they're so gimmicky and so bad that Sony and Microsoft copied them with their PlayStation Move and the Xbox Kinect. Come on, let's be honest here. You gotta give Nintendo credit because they're willing to take a chance. They're willing to try innovative things like the gamepad, and it's a good pad. I like it. And just like the 3DS and then the DS before it had the touchscreen, and that was an innovation, and that was a good way to enhance the gameplay. So people getting all on Nintendo saying they're no good and they shouldn't be doing this. Look, Nintendo will be fine, alright? And this year they got plenty of games coming out, including the next Smash Brothers game, which is going to be so good. Because I'm a big fan of Smash Brothers. And now we're going to get Mega Man, Sonic, Link, Kirby, and Mario all in one game. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And you got Mario Kart 8, which is a fun series that my friends and I and my family play, and it's a fun system. So stop hating on Nintendo. Sure, they have their own problems, but don't pretend like Sony and Microsoft are perfect, alright? One thing that Nintendo's Wii U is got over the Xbox One or the PS4, backwards compatibility. Which is kind of weird considering that Sony basically invented this with the PS2. The PS2 was able to play PS1 games. And then the PS3, it started off, yeah, you could play the PS2 games on it, but then halfway through, they just stopped doing that. They just got rid of the backwards compatibility. So that's kind of weird to me. And then the PS4, they abandoned the backwards compatibility completely. And Xbox, the 360 played old Xbox games, or at least most of them. And now the Xbox One, now just screw that. We're just going to get more money out of you by making you download your old Xbox games. Now, you say, well, what about Nintendo's Virtual Console? Here's the thing. You're going all the way back 25 years to the NES, or the Famicom for people in Japan. Now, here's the one weird thing I find with the hatred towards Nintendo. When the Wii U was coming out, he was saying, oh, is it going to be backwards compatibility with the Wii? Yes. Oh, good. Is it going to be backwards compatible with the GameCube games? No. And then they just hated on it. No, you suck. You can't do this. Why have no backwards compatibility for the GameCube? Wait a minute, you didn't even like the GameCube. And now you're going to complain about it? Come on. But you did not complain when Microsoft and Sony were saying, oh, we're not going to have backwards compatibility at all. That just blows my mind. That just blows my mind. So, haters, give it a rest, alright? This will not be the only entry in this series. There's a lot of hatred to get through, and I just scratched the surface on the hate. So, stay tuned for more of this series and some other video ideas I got. Until then, take care.